Hello everyone, and welcome to week 6. As you can tell, this recording's a little different. I'm experimenting with recording live from my iPad. So the appearance is going to be a little bit different, but the concept of this video is the same. Let's take a look at what you are going to do in this final week of the 2-week digital storytelling project and the few things that I have for you to complete in wrapping up your digital storytelling project. So, reading assignment. We're going to take a look at is going to be a post by Adam below. This gentleman was recognized by the International Society in Technology Education, ISTE, as I've said before, as being one of the top educators in the country. And what we've done here is I've subscribed to Scribd.com. This is a website that you should include in your educator resources for being able to share documents with teachers or find documents that are already shared by other teachers or educators, integration specialists around the world. But these are what Adam calls his 10 Commandments. And the quote here, straight from Adam, basically says that the 10 Commandments are a reaction to what I've seen and experienced in schools over the past several years. I'm a firm believer that successful implementation of educational technology, one of the cornerstones that can help bring our educational system back from the brink of collapses that I feel teeters on now. Our students need real-world experiences, aka authentic learning, from the HEAT rubric that we've talked about earlier in this course. And they need to understand and be taught with the tools that have access to in our world today. That's the reason for a lot of our discussions, a lot of the resources shared with you, and from observations you've probably had in your own experiences. So you're going to read through those 10 Commandments, and that link right there is going to take you to this Scribd.com website. And it's coming up right here for you. And then you'll just scroll through his documents that's in bed. So you could see on this iPad, I can scroll through. So we'll jump to page 4 just to kind of give you an idea of what it is. Basically, it's PDFs, all hosted, and you can interact with. So that is your reading assignment. And this reading assignment is going to be connecting and giving you some more insight into some of the questions that come in your semester final, which will be in a video shared with you later on this week, explaining the whole process and giving you insight in the entire week 7 for development. Also, if you'll notice up here at the top, you will see where it says resources for week 6. If you're struggling in writing your story, you got the old writer's cramp, I come across with blog posts at times. Here are a couple interactive sites. These are from Thinkfinity, the main Thinkfinity site, but they're actually developed by the readwritethink.org organization. These are 2 different interactives. The first one is a plot diagram, and the second one is a story map. I would encourage you to, at least take a few minutes, take a look at one of those, and I would bet you will like those for your students in helping them develop the skills and the writing methods for being able to tell effective stories. And then finally, let's take a look at the discussion for this week. We are going to do a discussion a little bit different this week. This is to kind of get you back in the groove of Twitter. So discussion this week actually is going to be using Twitter, not Edmodo. And you're going to need to make sure you use the hashtag #TnC356, just as you see right here. Make sure when you tweet out that hashtag is the one that you use. So for example, Up here on Twitter, I'm going to send out a tweet, and I'm going to just show right up here on ours, you would put, typing in your message, we'll give this another shot here on the iPad. You're going to just put the pound sign TnC356. You could have that at the very end of your message, but what we're wanting you to do is on your very first tweet, you're going to put it out using that hashtag, and hopefully you have a column created in Twitter or TweetDeck, whatever, or Hootsuite, whatever you may have chose to use to follow folks. You're going to want to follow that hashtag and see what your classmates are sharing. We will also use this tag, as it says here, if you have questions regarding the completion of your project, or you're going out there, we want to be able to use this hashtag and have folks on Twitter maybe help you. I'll be able to help you. Maybe even your classmates, if you're all using the same product or a couple of you using the same thing, you can answer and help each other. But this is a way to get you to understand the use of Twitter as well as we go into your career. So that's the discussion. It's going to be done through Twitter. And then finally, your writing assignment. Your writing assignment for this week is going to be a blog post that you will explain different aspects of the digital storytelling thing. You know, what was your first thought what a digital story was? When you learned about different approaches for creating one, or the definition of one, did that change your opinion of a digital story? What do you see being benefits for your students in them creating their own digital stories? You know, what's the power? How could these projects be used? I mean, think of all these different elements that you could include in there. You'll be able to put those into your blog posts. You'll talk about your digital story, why you chose the tool, what issues did you come across in that using that tool? Would that tool be something you'll use again? Also consider, or not just consider, but explain why you chose the topic for your digital story. Give us that mental picture and sell it to us. Sell us your story and why we should watch it. Put that all in there. And then this link from Screener is a demonstration video on how to upload your digital storytelling into Google Docs, and from Google Docs, where to get the embed code to get your movie to appear in your blog post. And then we'll tweet that out and get that shared to people around the world, just like I did with your Google surveys. So keep in mind that when you upload into your Google Docs, you will look for the red icon like you see here where it says My First Project M4V, Animoto, 2012. Those are the icons that represent your uploaded videos. Now, one thing to keep in mind also is you are to be making a copy of this visual storyboard that has been shared with you. When you go into that visual storyboard here, make sure the first thing you do, as I demonstrated in the other video, is go up to File and say Save Copy. And make a copy of your own and make sure your initials are in the name of that. And then put your information in there and share that back with me so I can then give you advice, hints, suggestions, recommendations, things to be careful of. So keep all of that in mind. And again,